Now let's move into the critical reflection on how does my school promote positive school culture. One thing that we do at our school is we encourage and promote behavior recognition. So every week we have nominees from our junior high through high school, and at lunch their names are announced, a little passage of why they were elected and chosen by the staff, and they are given a bag of goodies. And also surveys are sent out to the public and the community members to talk about what would they like to see at our school, what do they feel that are the needs, and do they feel like we are doing a good job of helping all students. We have great counselors. We have 4 at our district. We also have a program for community cares, and they reach out to those families that are in our poverty and our students that are at risk. We also have guest speakers that come in to help promote positive relationships. So we had a guest speaker this past fall about social media and how it can either encourage your school or bring negativity to the school. For inclusive, supportive school culture, we have our mission statement, which is very on top of being culturally diverse, making sure that we are addressing all the needs of all of our students. We have professional development. Right now we're going through Greenbush, and they are coming in for in-services and training throughout the year on how to reach these students that are struggling. We have PBL projects going on in our junior high. And right now we're also having our EMINS program, which this program has been pretty fun to do. We worked with our 8th graders on how we could be able to help our school in a better way. And our 8th graders came up with bringing more clubs to our school. So right now we're looking at forming a club for kids that want to get their reffing license, kids that want to rodeo, kids that are into the gaming and esports and stuff like that. This is our trial run with our junior high, and we're hoping to take it up to our high school. We also provide a tech program. We take our kiddos to welding, construction, mechanics, HVACs, those type of things through our community college in the area. And they can get their 2-year certificate. So after high school, they could potentially have their certificate and be certified. We also allow college courses for dual credit. So we have algebra and English options. We also have, again, we're evaluating our curriculums, and we're trying to set goals for what our curriculum should be like and how it can reach other kids. For the equitable and responsive school culture, we have set very high expectations for our students. Right now, our main focus is on behavior and drug and alcohol use in our building. This is something that is very serious right now. We brought in a SOR officer or SRO officer, and that has been helping. We have sensors everywhere, and our administration has brought on the board to create harsher consequences for those that abuse the building. One thing that I already has talked about was we have a lack of diverse staff. We have a small diverse population of students, and it would be nice that they would have also a diverse staff. We are forming an MTSS class. We have made the initiative of separating our kiddos through tier systems, and now we're addressing the needs of our students. So right now we're focusing on reading. These students that struggle with reading, they are now going to an MTSS hour where they work on reading foundations. And right now, I would like us to search for how can we make our school more of a community. So to apply my knowledge that I gained from this course, I really want to look at our seminar groups. Right now we have seminar towards the end of the day, and it's for our MTSS for our junior high kiddos, but it's also a time where our high schoolers just are supposed to have a study hall, but as a lot of the kids have said, they don't do anything. I would love to take this time to form a community. Can we somehow come up with activities, competitions, making it fun for the kids and making it something that they look forward to, not a dreadful hour of the day. And that way we can get into interactions between everybody in the school and making it fun for not only the kids but for the staff. I would also like to reach out to the community and get them involved in more like parents' nights. How can we get them into the building with their kids so it's some bonding time? We also need to get the staff buy-in. We have a few staffs that seem to be very negative towards anything that's suggested, and their typical responses, that's just more work for me. That's just more of my time. And we have to make the kids feel that our time is not being wasted and that we want to be there for the students. Administrative matters. Our district has gone through so many changes of administration. This year is our first year with our new superintendent and our new principal, and he's only here for a year. They just rehired another principal, and the changeover after changeover has just been like crazy because everybody's trying to get used to the way someone runs it, and then boom, they're gone, another person steps in. So I'm really hoping this next principal stays and that our administration is consistent, because that really does matter. We need to sell ourselves. This is a big push from our superintendent. Now that we're going into those open borders coming soon, we have to market ourselves now so we can keep our kids, because we are near a lot of different schools, some bigger, some small, that they could just go to a different school whenever they want to. And we have to make it known that we are a community and that we want kids to be here and we want them to feel involved and that they matter. And I want to bring back incentives. This is something us as a teaching staff has came up with. That we want to be able to reward those kids with good grades, reward those kids with good behavior that are here every day, that do well on their scores for testing, because that will maybe give them an incentive to do well. Because right now, when we do our district testing, our kids are like, why are we doing this? This does it even matter? So my concluding statements are as followed. This is my correlation. I felt that this gave me a great idea of what should an ideal culture look like and how to obtain that culture, and being able to assess it to my own district. I was able to make it relative towards my district and get me thinking on, as a principal, how would I go about doing this for my school if I felt that it was lacking that culture, and being able to improve that. And then my reflection, again, being able to take it, how can I change it for my classroom first and foremost, that my students feel that they are being heard and that they are welcomed and loved. And then how do I in turn move that into, how can I help my district? One thing I'm going to take with me is I'm part of the district lead team, and this is something I would love to take to them and address these issues that I'm seeing throughout this module that we could move into our district. I look forward to working with all of you.